Okay, so I've got this water pump that I'm not using anymore. So I'm going to repurpose the engine. I'm going to take the pump off, take it off its frame, take the pump off to leave the spindle, and then what I've done, I've bought one of these. Hey! And comes with all the bits and everything, and you remount the engine on here. I've got a pulley for it and a belt, and then obviously that goes on that end. I've got some blades for it. I mean, it looks highly dangerous. I think I'll be wearing steel-toe cap boots, but very cheap, less than £100, and I get to repurpose my engine. So as you can see, it's everything's greening up now. We're cutting grass furiously, so yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, so I've taken the main bit of the pump off. She was all a bit rusty and a bit claggy, but you know, we got that off. Obviously, when I took it off, I was left with these nuts, which are these bolts, which are inside here, and I didn't have a socket. So this is day 2 to come back. Mustn't lose that rubber seal. But when I've taken it off, I'll just nip it back together again, so it's a complete piece and it's not lying in 4 pieces. So yeah, hopefully can crack that off and start putting it on here. I bought some grease as well, all this new paint underneath where the slider goes for the adjuster. I'm going to grease that up. Where is the adjuster? This sliding plate here. I just need to grease that up so it slides. Okay, so we kind of lashed it on there. It is a bit of a lash up, as you can see. I need to put a grub screw in here really, rather than have this bolt in there, because I think it will throw it out of balance as well. So I need to get a grub screw of the same thread. But yeah, it's on there. Took a bit of mounting on here, took a bit of blood, sweat and tears and a few shaved fingers. But yeah, tried it a little bit, it worked, and then it just ran out of gas, so I've put a little bit more gas in it and I'll give it another go. But I mean, I only had it on tick over and it was mincing through the grass. So what it will do on full power or half power, it'll be pretty damn good. Yeah, all coming along. So we had a heck of a lot of rain last night. Absolutely tipped it down. The lake over there is looking pretty full. Anyway, I was going to give this a bit of a go. I tried it out the other day and it worked fine. The bolt in here holding the pulley on was a bit long, and it was obviously going to throw it out of balance a little bit. So I cut that bolt down and screwed it down, but I also salvaged the bolt from the old pump that I took this engine off. So sort of belt and braces on that pulley. She's a bit of a vicious machine, I can tell you that much. These things here are for grease. These things here, so you undo that, and there's a cavity the same. You fill the cavity up, you fill the lid up, and as you screw it up, there's a little hole. It forces the grease into the shaft. There's another one on this side as well. Took me a little while to figure out what they were. I thought they were grease points, but I was looking maybe to put a grease nipple on it and get a grease gun, but that's actually quite a good system. So the engine itself, off that pump, it was a bit of an ordeal getting it all on there, but it's on there. So I'll get Fon to take a video of me going up and down with it. I've got my safety boots on, which are a must. Steel toe caps. Not that I intend really to go anywhere near that front end, because there's no protection around that at all. And obviously you've got to be a little bit careful when you're starting it, you know, because here's the starter, and it'd be very tempting to put your foot in there. So, you know, you kind of have to keep this side of it and pull the starter, you know, that sort of action rather than over here, pulling here. So it's got to be a little bit careful of that. That's pretty lethal. That'll have your toes straight off. And when I did use it the other day as well, I noticed that there was quite a lot of grass and stuff spraying out and around. It has got this little flap thing underneath to stop it, you know, hitting your feet. But I'm either going to extend that, make it a little bit wider, or put something over the top here to stop it flying around, like a curtain or something maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I might just leave it as Thai standard and no guards, no nothing. But you know, I have got eye protection on as well, so oops, I've got a little mask and it lets the air out, so I can wear this with my hat maybe. There you go.